Well, hello there YouTube, and welcome to Freelancer. Now this is a ship you might not recognise, especially if you're one of the later players of Freelancer. You've started playing Discovery and that sort of thing, you've got version 48.77. You won't recognise this ship because it's no longer in the game, it was taken out. You might still find it in a single player, but you'll never find it in multiplayer on any of the servers. Certainly on none that I've seen so far. And you can see here it's got 8 gun slots and 2 turret slots and a torpedo and a mine layer and a countermeasure dropper. So it's got a fucking load of armaments, and you can see I've only got 6 guns and 2 turrets on it here and 2 missile launchers. That way when I press the button to fire missiles, it fires 2 missiles instead of 1. One on the left, one on the right. And you can see here that constantly firing the guns takes bloody ages to run out of energy. And that's constantly firing all the weapons at once. It's taking ages to fire all the energy up. Speaking of which, they nerfed the ChainGun Wildfire Gun, which is the red one you can see shooting there, in the new version of the game. Took it down from firing at 33.33 to about 6 point something, alright. And I've got the weapons perfectly set up so they're symmetrical as well. Can't have a non-symmetrical ship, it really fucking annoys me. This one obviously has its turrets firing forwards. So basically, you can have 10 guns firing forwards at the same time, which you'll find in a lot of the ships in the newer version of the game. The turrets fire backwards, unless it's a couple of the Liberty Navy ships. They might have a turret that fires forwards, but a lot of the ships have turrets that fire backwards, not forwards, and most bombers have turrets that fire backwards now. Yeah, slightly overpowered maybe, but it makes taking out them pesky nomads a lot easier. Because in the older version of the game and in the campaign, the nomads were quite difficult to take out. You didn't have as good a shield as you do in the newer version, especially in the online, and you don't have as good a ship or as good a weapons. And the only good thing about the ChainGun Wildfire was that it fired really quickly. It did subtle damage, it did like 58 damage, which was crap. It was the crappiest gun for damage in the game. But it fired at such a high speed that you did more damage per second than using any other gun, except like the codename weapons. And I don't get why they got rid of the ship. I don't get why they nerfed the chain guns. Apparently people were mounting the turrets, the chain gun turrets, on gunboats, and it was stalling the game out. That's bollocks. I've mounted them on gunboats, and I've had every fucking turret on the gunboat set up as that gun. So you got like 8 or 12 or whatever guns firing at 33.33, which is fucking fast. And I've never stalled the game out or made it crash or anything like that, even in the online. So that's bullshit. They just nerfed it because they could, or just to be annoying. I mean, they're difficult to go and get anyway unless you're part of the fucking Liberty Navy, because you have to fly through Zone 21 and get into Alaska, get it and fly all the way back again, which was hard enough in the older version of the game and in the offline, but in the online, you got the fucking Navy that'll shoot you for no reason if you just even enter the bloody area, and the weapons platforms are overpowered, so they're very difficult to get to now, so making them shit is pointless. But yeah, that's the ship and that's the guns.